Welcome everybody to another Tuesday night chat. I think it's working out bi-weekly so far for me. I may start it every week again. We'll see. Wintertime usually gets a bigger audience, so if the demand's there, we may do that. But in the meantime, welcome everybody, and I've got a great panel here, and I'm going to let them do some intros, and I'm going to start with Daniel.
Hey, just to let TC's Corners know the chat started. Yeah, I know I haven't been around on the YouTube very much lately. I've just been out hunting, helping my neighbor get his crops in, and I might have something up here by the end of the week. But TR, thanks for having me on. Don, Rick, Rich, whoever you are, Scotsman, and side chat. Let's have some fun.
Well, thanks for being on. I know there's a few people I have here on here from time to time that hunt, and I don't know how y'all schedule goes. I could understand if you got some time off if you're out hunting or got to get up early to go hunting, and yeah, keep priorities straight. Rick, is your six covered? Would you like to do an intro?
I'm going to confirm that you're done talking. Yeah, appreciate the invite, and thanks everybody for being out there in the external and supporting Mr. TRprepper and ourselves. Other than that, been putting out some funny videos. I don't know if you saw that TRprepper is going to compete with Michael Phelps in a swimming competition, so be on the lookout for that. I know most of you have seen it, had a little bit of fun with that. When you call a guy and go, hey, I need you to say this, and he doesn't mind, okay, whatever, and doesn't question anything, you know you got a good buddy friend. So other than that, thanks again.
Thanks for being on. The Crazy Scotsman, you like to do an intro, man?
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I apologize for last Saturday. That was a train wreck.
I apologize for everybody for blowing up. That was some pent up aggression that I just hit a boiling point, and I shouldn't have done that. And I feel bad for doing it now. I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? But anyway, shit happens. Anyway, Don, trees are blowing. Would you like to do an intro, man?
Well, thanks a lot, TR. I hadn't been on the chat in a long time since I quit hosting them, and I just thought, I'm going to try to stay awake tonight for a while and jump on here and just say howdy to everybody and enjoy you guys' company. Ain't doing much, house hunting and getting ready for the knee surgery Friday, and other than that, I ain't doing a dad blasted thing. Thanks for having me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I am, Rob. I think I was going to say something else. I got off tangent now. I don't know.
Whatever, huh?
All right, what we're going to talk about first? Anybody? Bueller?
I don't know. What are you doing Thursday? We'll start off with simple, easy stuff. Get your mind going here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start with that. I am going to, unless something happens, I'm going to go shoot competition with Rick with Is Your Six Covered Thursday evening at a informal, I don't know, I'll say it, informal IDPA type match. And go see if I can have some fun, or at least try not to make too big of an idiot out of myself. How about that?
You will be just fine.
Well, apparently it's being run by Rick, so you can't make too much of an idiot of yourself, and I'm sure you'll do fine.
Are you going to use your revolvers?
He'll do fine.
Main thing, TR, is just have fun with it, because you can go out in your backyard. I can go to the range and run the course there that we have set up. And I ain't going to say perfect, but once you get into a competition, that buzzer goes off, forget everything. It's just point and shoot.
I agree, Don. It's like, oh yeah, shoot the cardboard. Yeah, okay, I got this.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if.
Go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Oh no, excuse me. Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Hey, TR, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Are you gonna? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
TR, are you gonna use your revolvers?
No, I don't think so. I need to run through it a few times with a regular semi-auto before I try to get too fancy there. I have played around and run through Rob's little course with him at the farm, just having fun. No, time or anything.
Just remember, 8-inch target. That's all you need to worry about. That 8-inch circle.
I'll probably tomorrow morning. I plan on going out and at least practicing a little bit because I hadn't really shot his gun but once or twice, just to make sure I'm. And I've only shot it still. I need to see what I'm doing on paper. I may not even take it and be like, I can't hit anything.
This is your enemy.
If you got a small paper plate, 8.5, one of those 8.5, take it out there and post it up. That's all you need.
Yeah,
unless they make you do headshots.
Yeah, I brought home some cardboard. They're roughly, it's just trash, not trash, but just scrap boxes and stuff from work. And I plan on putting them up and then, like I said, a pie plate or a paper plate in the middle and use that as I'm going to try to go slow and steady. That's my plan. If I try to get ahead of myself, I won't hit the broadside of the barn. Especially around a bunch of people I don't know and a timer going off.
You'll do just fine.
Now, I've never shot one there, TR, but I hear the most important part is the proper personal protective equipment. So have your Kevlar helmet on, get your chest protector, elbow pads. You know what I'm saying, Sam?
Definitely elbow pads. You'll have fun. I will say, since we're talking about competitive shooting, Team Trainwreck is going to be shooting Saturday. So be on the lookout for Pop's Quest videos and Coda Boy 32 videos and some videos from myself.
Got a question for you, Ricky. You've been putting videos out? Or because I haven't seen one of your videos come up in my feed. I may have to go ahead and check the bell, see if it got unclicked, because I haven't seen nothing from you.
You might have unsubscribed to me, but I did one today. I've been putting them out regularly for the most part. Unless I'm at work, then I don't. So there's usually like a 10-day hole in there where I don't put much out.
Okay, I have to go in there and check it in the morning.
Sounds good. Yep. Pop's Quest says choo choo.
Where are y'all shooting at, if I may ask?
We are shooting at Walnut Grove, I think is what it's called.
Whereabouts is that at?
Shelby.
Okay.
Towards that direction, I guess. It's probably an hour from you.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Like I said, I'll be at work, but
Bald and Curious said IDPA stands for insanely difficult practical shooting.
You just have fun, man. Just treat it like the farm with a buzzer going off at the farm. Have fun.
It'll be just like the barn. It'll be just like the farm. You're right, Scotsman.
oh, I'm not worried about it. I ain't trying to win. I ain't going to show off. Blah blah blah.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win. I guarantee you. You may win 5th place, 10th place, 13th place, 1st place, but you'll win. You'll win.
And you'll have fun doing it.
That's right. And you'll be good at it.
Let's see what else is going on. Well, I do want to touch on the migration issue, the caravan. which if it continues to grow and they continue on, I think it's pretty easy, which I see a lot of people call it that. You can flat out say that's an invasion. If they're carrying their country's flag, burning American flags, and flat out saying they're just going to bust through the border like they did in Mexico, that's an invasion. I have no problem with Trump using troops at the border. They don't have to start shooting to start with, but if it gets to it, oh well. That's just my opinion.
Well, the sad part about it, if you look at the camera, I mean, you see small children and women, but I would say half to 3/4 of that crowd is adult. I mean, teenage boys and men. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, they said at best 35% women and children.
See, and I don't understand it. So you have this big problem, but the majority of the people have to leave the country, right? And these are grown men and young men. Wouldn't you? I would grab a gun and protect my country. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, if you're having so many problems that your country's being invaded by, you know, the mafia or the drug cartel or whatever the fuck the case is, if you got enough people to stand together and say this is bullshit, we're not gonna let this happen on our streets, then I don't understand why they're running the hell out.
Yeah, why don't they take a stand in their own country?
Exactly.
Well, there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of money being spent. There's a lot of talk about Soros or whoever else. Somebody's funding it. You got to think about it. Let's just say it is 7,000. I've heard it's already getting around 10 or 14,000, but we'll just say it's 7. On foot, traveling over 1,000 miles. What are they eating? Where are they going to the bathroom? Who's sheltering them? You know, if it was that bad that you were in that much poverty, how in the world did you arrange to be able to walk for? I mean, I've seen it would take almost a month to get here. You know, I mean, seriously. So if it takes less than that, they are being bussed and shipped and trains or whatever. There's aid there.
Well, I seen today where I mean, they was treating them for heat exhaustion, sore feet, blisters, and all that stuff. And somebody made a comment. One of the news people said that they're headed for Tijuana, which is up by the California border there. They said it could take them possibly up to 4 months to get there.
That's a long walk. And I'm sure those people are fighting, you know, it's got to, I read one thing. I haven't been keeping up on it because I was getting a little, I don't know what the right word would be, cranky, I guess. But there is husbands that are, you know, trying to protect their families and that kind of stuff. At least the one thing I read, you know, and you know, you do want to find a better place for your family, you know, for better protection and that kind of stuff. And I understand what they're doing, but when the whole community, the whole country is being ran by a bunch of, at least the stuff I read, drug lords and, you know, stuff like that, basically illegal type of action, the country or the community's got to come together and say enough is enough. You know, and I don't know all the ins and outs, so I'm not trying to preach like I know everything about it, but I know if things were that bad, I mean, and, you know, and all these people are being murdered, then, you know, as far as I say, it's game on and it's time to do some firearm action. Now, I don't know if they all get to have firearms besides the cartel, but I would come up with a plan and hopefully the community would back it and we could at least do an impact. If you're going to worry about dying every day, you might as well go out in a bang.
Well,
my 2 cents.
A revolution can be done without guns to start with. That's, booby traps, Molotov cocktails. You get a revolution started, you can gather guns after you get started.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can do that with anything. It doesn't have to be guns. You can start with sticks and stones, man. If you got enough people behind it, they'll take them down. And as for them coming over here, I'm gonna keep it simple. If you're coming here, just do it the right freaking way. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Because otherwise, I'll go off on a rant, and I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, that's where the term, well, not that's where, but that's how a Molotov cocktail got started. It was unarmed people fighting armed people. They were shoving them down the exhaust pipes of tanks and stuff in Russia, and or I think it was Russia or somewhere over there. It's not that difficult to cause mayhem, and but anyway, if that many people can gather that quick, which I doubt, how could you organize that? That had to be in planning for months, because like I said, the food chain, hell, just the amount of toilet paper it's going to take to get them there. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mean to belittle it, but I mean, logistics are very important. If you're trying to move troops, masses of people, you got a lot of logistic problems you got to deal with. And so this has been planned out. If they can plan that out, if it was really that bad, which I'm sure it is, don't get me wrong, but just because you live in a poor country does not give you refugee status in America. That doesn't really count. You have to be oppressed by the government or tyranny or improve it or whatever, at least claim it. Anyway, my point is if 5 to 7, let's just say it started out at 4,000. If you could gather at 4,000, plan that out. We're going to go over 1,000 miles on foot. How many people could you have organized to take over your government or a cartel or whatever? Because even the people in desperations are not going to jump on that bandwagon and say, I'm not walking across all of Central America on foot, to get to America. Why don't we just, instead of 4,000 walking on foot, why don't we take 10,000 and just storm the president's compound or whatever, something to that effect. You could make change. You could demand change. Not that I have all the answers, but I know storming across our border ain't in our best interest.
Not in their best interest. You don't want to storm across this border. There's a lot of people that right now are pissed just with what's going on. So imagine what it's going to be when they get here, if they get here. It ain't going to be pretty.
You know how bad. You know how bad.
I win.
You know how bad. That's my idea. Stop it, Rick. I was supposed to do that to you. You know how bad it is in our national parks and everything right now with them growing the marijuana and all that, the meth labs. How much worse is it going to be here in a few more months or the spring with all these, illegals coming over? Because a lot of them are in gangs.
And I want to say I heard today, I could be wrong. A lot of them, I want to say bang to lash, how you say that? Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Yeah, there you go. Bangladesh. I want to say a lot of them are from there. I could be wrong on that. But it's something, it's some weird sounding one like that. And how they're getting over here is there's a lot of, and I didn't write down what news source it was and stuff, so I could be very wrong on this, but that there's a lot of Islamic factions in Central America and Mexico and what have you down there, and they're helping bringing them in And a lot of them are in that caravan. And we're talking like ISIS, Al Qaeda type factions. How many? How true? I don't know, but it's part of it, you know. There's no way that they're not terrorist factions trying to sneak across the border and claim like they're a refugee or something like that. You know, it's easier for them to get to somewhere in Central America or whatever, and then just hopscotch your way up through America. And then once they're here, you didn't have to do that, Axis. But I appreciate it. There's just so many threats. We just can't do it. We got to build a damn wall. I tell you, one of the things that I'll say this, and then I'll let y'all talk. I'm rambling on. We need to cut off federal funding to illegal immigrants, whether they're refugees seeking asylum or anything else. It may seem harsh, but okay, we'll let you in, but you better have some family or something here to help you, because we ain't giving you a damn dime. We'll give you a bag of goodies to start with, some bus fare. Maybe if you say you got a relative and this lives such and such, I'm okay with that. Just a little, okay, here you go. But if we're going to let any of them in for a legitimate reason, but just other than I'm seeking asylum, I'm a refugee, okay, well, let's set them up on food stamps, welfare, Section 8 housing, SNAP, whatever else. That's bullshit. That would cut off a lot.
I have to agree with you. I guess no one else is going to talk.
We're all watching our P's and Q's, man.
That's right. There's a lot of things we do, and Scotsman's a perfect example. You know, he's working his way. Bald and Curious, another example of people going about it the right way. And I commend those guys for doing that. That's the whole thing with illegal. Like if it's illegal, it's an automatic sign that something's wrong. Like something is not getting done properly. So with that said, even if these people come over, it's not our job to facilitate all their needs and wants. There's no reason why they should be able to vote. There's no reason why they should get subsistence or this or that, because they're not an American citizen. If you're an American citizen, and this would be something good for you to talk about, Scotty, if you're not an American citizen, you should be given, you should not be granted certain rights because you're not yet an American. We're an American. We got people, we have people that have gone to war and protected our country that are out on the streets that are fucking hungry. And we're not even helping these people out, let alone somebody that's trying to basically get a free meal coming across the country for no reason. You know, so I don't understand why these people think they can get a vote, they get a driver's license, they can get all this bullshit that they shouldn't get, you know, with the exception of if they're paying taxes and really trying to be part of the community. But when you're carrying a flag or burning our flag, you know, and you're carrying your flag, like, then stay the fuck in your country. We don't want you.
Yep, absolutely. Bald and Curious can talk to this too, but when I first came here, man, I didn't have every right. I didn't. I had to work my way up, and I had to pay to earn that right and work to get that right. And the last one I got is the right to vote, and I'm getting there. But you already see that flag is hung because I support America. I love America. Spent 13 years of my life here and busted my butt to do so. I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to rant and rave on that, because it just irks me to no end when people try to come here and do it the wrong way. It pisses me off.
And then our government gives them all this free money and stuff. And I know veterans that came down with cancer, okay, and they had to get a lawyer to get their VA benefits approved, or to even to get the Social Security. And they didn't even get approved until 3 weeks before he died. I mean, it is disgraceful that they're not taking care of the citizens and our veterans here in this country, but yet they're giving all these free handouts to illegal aliens, people who are not citizens. And I'm sorry about your luck that you live in a bad country, but there's other ways to go ahead and improve their country instead of just sending them all here.
Yep.
And how many trillions are we in debt?
A prime example was a few years back. I had an accident in my truck, and it happened to be because of an illegal Mexican. And I'm not calling out Mexicans. It just happened to be an illegal Mexican. No driver's license, driving a brand spanking new frickin' $60,000 truck, and everything else. Shouldn't have been on the road, but he was there. And you know why? Why? You know. All right, Rick, you're up.
I guess so. TR's invisible right now. Look at TR. That one mohawk, that red one in the middle, is really long tonight. No, I totally agree with what you're saying, and it's unfortunate. Daniel's saying free stuff, right? But you know, like I don't remember who said it, War Patriot or somebody. That's all the shit we're paying for. I would rather give my money to. And you know, we've talked about this in TR's chats a long time ago. When you're paying your taxes, you should be able to put, okay, I want a certain percentage to go to this. I want a certain percentage to go to that. You know, I think that would be cool, because then you get to tell your money where you want it to go. Anyways, somebody else, please talk.
Don, it's your turn.
I think I agree with the threat Trump's got, and I've said this for a long time. It's time we quit sending our money to all these countries. Just shut them right down and say, okay, we're sending you $1 trillion. You ain't getting it anymore. All we're doing is funding the government, and these people can't stand their government. Why should we be paying the bill?
Yeah, I mean, what happened to the Tea Party? We need a resurgence of the Tea Party and start getting all these rallies and everything that they had. How many years back now when the Tea Party was running strong?
It was Obama's midterm. What was it? 2012, I think it was.
Well, the Tea Party kind of got started in 2007. Now, when it was at its height, I couldn't tell you. I don't know on that. But I do know this. We was talking about why we got a majority in the House and Senate and President's chair, cut off funding to illegal immigrants. I'm not saying somebody that comes across legally, that's, you know, doing all the things right, I'm just talking about people that slip through. They arrest them, give them a court date, let them go, because that's okay. I hate to get off on too many tangents. That's another thing. There's no reason we can't stop somebody at the border, because right now, the way our laws are written, we can't stop them. The border agents could be standing on the line, and anybody can just step over. They can't stop them. All they can do is arrest them, process them, give them a court date, and then release them into America. So that's got to stop, for one thing. And then cut off if you slipped in, you're not here illegal, you got court dates and all that, you don't get funding, you don't get welfare, you don't get food stamps. Cut that off. And yeah, I agree. And you'll stop most of them from even wanting to come here, because there's the prosperity they're seeking is a free ticket. Still on me?
Yeah, and everyone out there agrees, man. It's make America great again. It's not bring in multiple bunch of freaking illegals and give them free shit.
Yeah. How does that happen? Well, just like I said with veterans and stuff. There's veterans living on the street. They can't get the help. They can't get the food stamps. I don't know. I don't know how all of it works, but I know they're not getting it. I know there's, it's just ridiculous. It just makes that whole how that ever got set up is just insane. And they will become future Democrat voters. That's why the left pushes for it so hard. Because just a few years ago, they were saying, we got to shut the border down, have border security. I mean, literally like 4 years ago, Obama, Hillary, Pelosi, they were all saying the same exact thing Trump's saying now. But they realized they was losing their base. And they need fresh voters. Even though, I mean, I know there's talk of a lot of illegals voting, and I'm sure they are. California just admitted to giving out 15 voter registrations to illegal immigrants. It was a slip up at the DMV. But eventually they know they will be voters. Eventually. Like I said, they're losing their base. And I hope they continue to run on the ticket of we're going to abolish ICE, raise your taxes, do away with the tax cut Trump had, free health care for all. If they continue this, or the red wave will be easier to do.
Well, if they need more help on border control, I'm sure there's a lot of retired military that'd be more than happy to jump out there and help protect the border.
I don't know about you guys, but I watch quite a bit of the news, and the Dems aren't saying a whole lot about this. I haven't seen a whole lot of them standing up really saying yay or nay,
They're waiting for all the voters to come. They're being patient.
I think they're overplaying their hand because, like I said, there's a lot of planning and backstory to this. When I say backstory, I don't know the backstory, but I just know there was a lot of logistics, a lot of planning went into this. This was not organic. It may be somewhat organic to start with, but not really, because that takes a lot of planning. You can't have that many people move through countries without a lot of aid, period. I mean, if they all got enough money to eat takeout every meal, have places to stay, I mean, even if they're camping out on the street, so be it. But that's a lot of people that this was planned out. And I'm not saying everyone that's a Democrat, everyone that's in Congress or House or whatever had anything to do with it, but some of them did, or at least the people that fund them did. And I think they're just waiting to see how it plays out. But I'm thinking they overplayed their hand. Because you're only going to cause two different things, outrage and sympathy. But I think they're going to lose the sympathy part by most, especially moderate Democrats. I think this is even going to piss them off. It's like, how are we going to let 10,000 people just flash across the border and then pay them to be here? Even if you're leftist, I mean, you got to hesitate on that. You would think.
Yeah, but those are the same people that are basically thinking that MS-13 is a bunch of great people. So they're not the smartest people in the world anyways.
Well, I guess the question would be, the Democrat side or left side, however you want to word it, we know it's getting more and more and more radical. We know the young, especially, are getting really radical. I mean, they're flat out jumping over socialism, wanting communism. Antifa, just extremist left. The question will be, how many are sympathetic to the extreme left, or are they starting to reject the extreme left? You understand what I'm saying? Because just because somebody, I mean, I know people that are Democrat, but I don't think they're extreme leftists. Now, I don't know how much sympathy they have for them and compassion for their views and adopt them. But we'll just take the walk away movement. The walk away movement, even though they're trying to smash that and smother it and cover it up, that's making a bigger impact than they want to admit. Because people, even that's been Democrats all their life, are waking up, and the far left is the ones that really pushed them over the edge to walk away from a Democrat Party. So,
yeah, when your values and the things that you grew up thinking were correct, and all of a sudden these, whatever group you might be, you're like, these guys are a bunch of idiots or assholes or doing stuff that, you know, you don't agree with. It definitely helps. That's actually helped us. I don't know what the percentage would be to make a new voter for a right or whatever you want to call it, or a Republican or so on, but their idiotic ways are helping us. I mean, they're getting more voters as they're making their way here, but for the most part, we're getting more voters with them being idiots as well.
yeah, and that's part of what that's what I mean. If they're not as sympathetic, and all they're seeing on the news is these radical people, you know, even if it is just a few people that go in and accost Ted Cruz while he's eating dinner, whether you like Ted Cruz or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you think that's right or not. And if you're a Democrat and consider yourself maybe moderate, are you going to embrace that? Are you going to support that? Is your party driving you away, or they not necessarily make them Republican, make them conservative, but it might keep them home and not vote because they can't support that. So that's what I'm saying. I think the left is biting off more than they can chew. I think they're I said it another way, but anyhow, I think they overplayed their hand, or overplaying it. But I could be wrong. It may be all of that damn brainwashed if they don't see it. Politics may be like at work. You got to throw common sense out the window.
Yeah, well, and when it comes to, you know, the elections coming up, don't forget about your local elections, because you got so many of these here liberals that are moving out of the cities and states that they're in because they can no longer afford the taxes that they voted in for all these free programs. And then they're going to want to try to like get it out there into flyover country where they got low taxes, but they're going to continue to want all this free stuff.
You know, it's funny here in Michigan, and I didn't know about it, and heard somebody talking about it when they slipped it in, because when 2016 you could vote a straight party ticket. Well, this primary, you can't vote a straight party ticket. You got to go down to each individual. And I asked the girl, I says, when did they come up with this crap? She just kind of, looked at me and say, who knows, She says, but there's a proposal on the ballot. I think it was proposal 3, to get it back where you could just vote a straight ticket. Now, this government is screwed up, and they can just arbitrarily just, bam, there you go. We did absentee ballots because I ain't gonna be able to vote in November, so we went ahead and did absentee ballots. And of course, I went down through there and poked Republican, 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 Republican. Because and it's sad to say, it looks like this district, Congressional District 11, I think I'm in, it has been Republican for years. But right now, according to the polls, it looks like it's going to turn blue. And John James, black man that's running against Stabenow, he was like 20-some points way down. The last poll I seen, he's up to 7 points. Of course, you know how polls are. Trump proved them wrong anyway. So I would just love to see him knock off Stabenow.
Yeah, I've seen him speak, or a couple of times I've seen him not necessarily give a full speech, but I've heard him talk. I've listened to him. I know you and Dan, firearm guys, talked about him, and so I've seen him, and I caught a couple of news clips and him, and yeah, he's a straight up guy. I hope for y'all that he pulls it off, that y'all pull it off.
Well, I know 2 votes he got because I seen my wife's ballot.
Yeah, I took with my schedule, it ends up being a week off just because of the election, only because I have to work the day of the election, and there's no way I can vote and get to work on time. And I get off work after the polls are closed. So it's like I'm allotted so many hours of vacation. So it's like I got to take it at least 2 hours at a time. So it's like if I take 2 hours, well, then I end up with an odd number of hours. I said, so I might as well take the day. And if I'm going to take the day, I might as well take the Monday too and just take a week off. So I took 24 hours vacation, just took a week off.
So you can vote?
Well, so I didn't have to mess up I need to burn it up before the year's over with anyway.
Yeah, I got to vote early this year because I'll be at work when the voting takes place.
You know, it's funny. This is the first time I ever voted absentee ballot. There's just something about going physically to the polls and casting your vote. You're still casting your vote. I understand that. But I've always took pride of going to the polls. If I had to stand in line, cast my vote, get out of there. This was too simple.
Yeah, I like going and voting. I enjoy it. Well, I guess too, the area I live in, or at least the district I live in, it's pretty red. and people show up. We have a really good voter turnout. I've had to stand there almost an hour to vote. I mean, just a line hundreds of feet long. Might not have made much difference in the end, but we voiced our opinion anyway. But I think it's Daniel or Rick said, whoever, you got a lot of local elections going on too. Like you talking about, Don, maybe not amendments, but sometimes they put stuff up for vote for local city or county changes or even state changes. That, if you don't vote, you don't get a word in. They don't always have to follow them. I know they don't in South Carolina, but usually if they put a proposal out there, however it goes, if it's a pretty landslide, which way it goes, it usually happens because they was already thinking about it anyway.
And coming from someone that doesn't have that right yet, get your ass out your fucking chair and go fucking vote. I'm off my soapbox.
Hey, that's the first time you cussed since you started this. I was waiting. I didn't want to say anything because you would have said a cuss word just to say a cuss word. But how many minutes we're in? This is a record. This is a Scotsman record.
Almost an hour.
Can somebody tell me? It's been almost an hour.
Almost an hour.
Wow, that is amazing.
You're okay. Welcome, brother. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this. Okay. Hey, Captain Condom, you know you're just giving us video of your crotch.
Rick, I gotta say, Scotsman's been on my chats and never sweared.
Yep, I'm actually on a few chats where swearing is not allowed. So,
Wow.
and some of them are 2 hours long. So, trust me, it's not easy, but I make it through.
When you get done, you're like, beep, 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 beep,
Yep,
beep.
pretty much.
Well, congratulations. That's pretty dang good.
Yeah, when I was on Don's chat, I watched my tongue, but I had to make a conscious effort of it. If I don't make a conscious effort of it, there's F words and just stuff flying out. I say it at work. I was at a big meeting at work here a while back. You know, the plant manager and whoever was in there. It's kind of like it was just whatever. It was just a meeting. Oh, we're doing this now. We're doing that, and something was said, and I just went, well, that's fucking bullshit. Da, 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 da.
That's awesome. I think you texted that. Didn't you say you cussed out your boss or some shit?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think on
I won't say I cussed out my boss, but I've had confrontations with him around other people while we're having a meeting, and I just like, you know, and to the point, the last one I had, and that's the one I was talking to you about. As soon as I made my little stern statement, I didn't cuss him out, you know, but I was like, well, look, if this is going to be a problem, I'll just quit doing that. I ain't doing that anymore. And he was like, well, what are you talking about? And the production manager was walking in, and he's like, all right, we just won't get into it. Forget it. You're just not a team player.
That's awesome.
But I've said it before. I mean, I'm not a genius at what I do, but I'm pretty good at it. And there's a shortage of maintenance technicians, industrial mechanics, whatever the hell you want to call us, in this area, probably every area. So I know I can get a job anywhere, anytime. So it's like, I don't want to. I like where I work, actually, but I'm not worried about losing my job. So
you're called the guy that knows how to fix the shit when it breaks.
Yeah. And they know it worked because a lot of them come. We had a change of echelon or regime, as we call it, come from Kentucky. A big slew of them from another plant that same company, and we was needing people, and they're like, we couldn't find people in Kentucky. Y'all have a hard time finding good maintenance men in here too. So, yeah, that's why we're all in our 40s and 50s because they ain't nobody. We what you got.
Be nice to us or we'll leave.
Yeah, skilled trades is before I retired from the shop, skilled trades was hard positions to fill.
I mean, we literally had some younger guys. We had one. It just always stands out in my mind. He actually passed. Well, they have it here. I don't know if it's the same everywhere else. Called megatronics, and they're supposed to teach you about PLCs and electricity and all that. This guy could not put a drill bit in a cordless chuck. Literally, he couldn't do it.
It's a good thing he didn't have the old school style one. He really was
sideways, crooked, and we had to jerk it out of his hands. Like, look, there. Now, can you drill a hole?
Probably not.
Yep, we got rid of him.
You probably couldn't even sign his freaking name.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple of them that passed mechatronics school, which is not a like 4-year degree or anything. It's like a certificate or something. But it should give you a heads up, a jump. But if you can't work a screwdriver, but you can study some stuff in a book and pass a test, doesn't mean you're going to be a good electrician or mechanic or anything else. If you don't know if this gear turns this way and this gear's meshed to it. If this one turns this way and you don't know which way this one turns, I got no use for you. I can't teach you. You need to know that years ago.
You mean it doesn't go the opposite way? Damn it. For
Well,
all
the
these
first
years,
question you got to ask, though, is are they connected?
Yeah, they're connected.
All right.
Sometimes I go backwards, and that's why I got a job, because some shit just got stripped out.
TR, I'm going to jump out of here, bud. 2 o'clock this morning is a long time ago, and I'm getting tired. So,
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, Don. Anytime you want a seat on the panel, you know you got open invitation.
I'll do that. And thanks for having me. And guys on the panel, good to see you guys again. Of course, good to see everybody out there in chat land there. Appreciate it. And we will talk to y'all later.
Yep. Good to see you, man. Good luck Friday.
Nice seeing you, Don.
Have a good one, Don. Take care. Stay safe.
Later, man.
Well, I would, you know, I was gonna stay in this chat, but since I'm a billionaire and a half now, you know, I got other shit to do. So, did they do the numbers yet?
Yeah, Fuzz says it's a half hour from now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I got a half hour before I win.
Yeah, you didn't win yet.
I bought 2 numbers. I'm not too optimistic, but hey, somebody's got to win.
Fuck. It can't get up too much higher. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
But at the odds it is now, as many people as in it. Well, I heard somebody at work saying you have more odds to get hit by lightning and bitten by a shark walking down the street.
On a sunny day.
Well, so what you're saying is I have a chance.
Exactly.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance. Anything can happen.
Now,
I've been hit by lightning.
Chaser and forgot to buy a ticket, then your chances are even more slim.
Oh, whoa! You got to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've been hit by lightning. I've been bit by a shark, and I've walked down the street. I'm due.
There you go. You just need all 3 of those to happen at the same time, and you're good.
Sharknado.
Sharknado. Vanessa wants to get it to $3 billion because $1.5 billion isn't enough.
I think to people, it's like, oh, it's only 30 million. I want to wait till it builds up. It's like,
I told my son, I was telling my son, so here's what happened. We went into the store and I go, hey, can you buy tickets or with an ATM? And he's all, no, you gotta have cash. And I'm all, okay, you got an ATM machine? He's all, yeah, it's over there, but right now it's empty because all the money's out of it. I'm like, so I look and open my wallet and I have $4. I'm all, well, I guess 2 tickets is better than none, right? So my son goes, well, I got a couple bucks in the car. So he gives me $8. We get 4 more tickets. I rip the corner in case, you know, it's one of his. And he's like, yeah, and we're talking about, you know, you can just take the cash out, the cash payment, or do the, you know, the monthly payment thing. And I'm like, I would take the monthly payments because he's like, no way, I'd take the cash, you know, the half of it or whatever. I'm all right. Oh, I said to my son, I go, get on your calculator, you know, your phone, and divide 1.5 billion. I only said 1.5 billion at the time. 1.5 billion divided by a month for the 30. I told him like 36 years or whatever it is. It was like $24 or $42 million a year.
Right. Well, the sad part is, I think your son's right. Take the cash, but I mean, are you guaranteed to live that long? Is our economy guaranteed to
here's
be
the
around?
thing, and I tell people this all the time. There's companies that will buy your winning ticket. So say it's let's just make it easy number. Say it's $100 million, and you take the cash. So they give you 50 million. Let's keep it simple numbers. You can find a company that will buy that ticket for cash for $75 million. So you don't officially have to go that route, because at the end they're going to make $25 million in the 35 years. It's a company that buys it, so they don't care.
Okay, all right.
See what I'm saying? So you in my mind, I would not take the lump sum, or whatever you want to call it, the part where they steal half of it right off the get-go.
Okay, my input on that. If it was only 20 million or 15 million or something like that, I would take the payout over time. So I've seen somebody say it's 20 years. So you'd still have to pay taxes and all that. But the one right now, they said if somebody wins it, the cash out after taxes, everything, you get $500 million.
Yeah, but why would you give it away?
Well, if you could find a company that would buy it, I understand that. But the bad thing is, from what I understand, you can't will it to anybody. So if you win it and you take the payout and then something happens to you, that's it. Boom. They don't have to pay your kids, your wife, nothing. You're done. But then if you can find a company that'll buy it, I know what you're talking about. That's the bad thing about that, is like they don't have to pay it. And then there's also, who was it? Pennsylvania or somebody had some winners, and they're like, no, we ain't got the money to pay you. You don't get paid.
You see, I'm there with Kyle Lusk.
Yeah.
I stand with Kyle Lusk. Whoever wins this, Kyle and I, we were molested by that person 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, there's people that'll be doing that to whoever the winner is. But when you have a 500, let's just call it $1 billion, it's easy to find a hitman too. Hey, TR, I got a job for you. Wink, wink. For a cool
that's right.
$1 million.
I know people here that'll do it for a 12-pack.
Yeah. They might just be bored one day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so that is something to think. I mean, yeah, there is different. Like I said, if it was which would be trust me, I would not mind winning $15 million or $10 million, or hell, $1 million for that matter. But at the point it is now, like I said, those companies that would buy it and then kind of meet you halfway, where you still don't get the whole thing, but you would get more than the cash payout right up front. Yeah, I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I have to admit, if I only got the 20 or 15, I might just do the payout and hope that I'll live 20 years and live good.
I don't know. I would rather give my money to people. So half of it's going to go to taxes anyways, right?
Yeah.
Be the people, give it to the people you want to give it to instead of just giving it the hell away. Why give away half, maybe $750 million? $750 million you just giving away.
No, you'd be giving away $1 billion. They said the cash payout out of 1 point. No, it wouldn't be $1 billion. Yeah, it would. Yeah, the cash payout on 1.6 is 500 million. So you would be giving $1 billion away.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But $500 million.
I know, but wouldn't you want to give that to like Daniel and Scotsman and me over nine?
I agree with you, Rick. That's what
I'm just saying.
If you find one of those companies that will buy it and they take the yearly thing and they instead of you getting 500 million, they pay you 750 million or 800 million, so you get that extra 300 million. Yeah.
Here, let me get my calculator working, and I'll give you a better example. What is it up to now? 1.76?
Yeah.
There'll be a new video out tomorrow from Rick Is Covered with a big table all laid out with lines and everything else.
Does everybody agree that's 1 billion 600 million.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
All right. Divided by 20 years. Can you spend that a year?
You're only going to spend half that because they took half of it in taxes.
Okay, so if you do it right. So, okay, say $40 million.
Yeah, that's insane money.
That's in what I know. So if you can't handle this much money every year and you have the ability to keep more of it and give it to charity or whoever, give it to Kyle Lusk and Land Run 89 and Truth Freeze and Bad Billy Ford 29 and Red October and Southern Style 357 and Captain Shark and so on and Josh Benware and blah, blah, blah and Vanessa. Like, I'd rather do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, me and Midas are just going to buy half Wyoming.
Gear Grinding wants it now.
Yeah, Armament and Axis is J.G. Wentworth. I think that is one that advertises that. It sounds like it anyway.
These numbers are so big I can't even comprehend.
Yeah, it's insane. It would be hard to try to spend that much, and then you got to watch out for what you do buy it. Then you got to pay interest if you're making money on your money. But at that point,
it don't fucking matter.
Wouldn't it just
president, TR?
Hmm? Yeah, run buy the presidency.
Wouldn't it be just insane that the only cash you have in your wallet is $1,000 bills and ask the girl at the Dairy Queen for change?
That's awesome.
Did you know, even though you probably can still get them,
Bad Billy 429,
that $100 bill is the highest denomination that the United States prints now? They used to print $1,000 bills.
It'd be cool to have one.
Yeah, I'm sure you can still get one. I don't know when they quit. I'm looking at the chat out there. Yeah, that's an insane amount of money. Holy crap. I could win that and, had to split it 10 ways.
Yeah.
I'd be the guy that goes in the store with $1,000 bill to buy a piece of candy. I need some change.
Vanessa puts it in perspective. You was talking about 40 million a year. Well, that'd be a little bit off. Well, let's just say you was doing your taxes right out of that 80 and you got 56 million. It'd be $1 million a week.
I just off the interest alone, you could live off.
Shit, just off the interest of the interest alone, you could live off. Back in the day when we were quite a few moons ago, you were able to, if you could put $1 million in the bank, you could live off the interest. I don't know how much that's worth nowadays, maybe 2 million. I guess it depends on what kind of means you have, but
our interest rates are too low now.
Yeah. Croaked a year after I was school. Vanessa would know. She's a math genius, Chico Wise said.
Like I say, I don't know if the highest tax rate is 30, was it now only 36%? Yeah, it'd be $1 million easy a week. I was thinking 50%, but it ain't that high anymore. Yeah.
It's a whole lot of money. Good Lord, that's a lot of money for Chico Wise.
What?
I was waiting for it. It took you an hour and 45 minutes. Sorry, hour and 15 minutes.
I'll make it. Hey, I'll tell you what, if I win it, especially if I win it, the only ticket that wins, I'll build the fucking wall. Because they only say, now I take it back. There's one, was it 25 billion, wasn't it? Or was it just million? No, it had to be billion.
You sure it wasn't trillion?
No, it wasn't trillion.
It was up there. It's pretty high.
I think it was billion. I take it back.
I would give a fat chunk of that to build the wall.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you got some left over to build a cool shooting range somewhere near us.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't you imagine buying all the property on the border and building your own wall, or installing your own shooting range the whole length from Texas to San Diego?
I still say, I don't remember who was on the chat. We need to make a swath. Any of the areas that's not fenced and it's not populated, the military needs to make that a base. Well, they can just put bases also, but that needs to be the new target range for the military. Tanks, jets, Tomahawk missiles, and just constantly bombard it at random times. And it's, you know, I mean, you don't want to be barbaric and put landmines out, but, you know, just make that the damn target range.
Fuck, I want landmines. That's called entertainment.
You know, Redneck Prepper makes a really good point. Just start our own building company and build the wall.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting excited. Somebody might win that damn thing. Kind of hoping TR wins now. Get to see that wall done. Put a couple doors in it, though. But make sure it's just a fake door. Just so people, you know, are trying. So we got something to look at on camera, you know, like make your own YouTube channel called The Wall Doors. And they're like trying to open them, prying at them and shit. $145,000 per day for 30 years.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money. That would be cool.
This is just insane money.
That is a fucking ton load of money right there. I couldn't even imagine having all those zeros. I think I'd get a new pickup truck though. That's about it. Maybe some more guns.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good topic. What would you guys all do? I mean, I'd probably like Rick. I'd probably buy a new truck and a few guns, but I don't think I'd go nuts with it.
Well, let's just call it. Let's make it easier because this is too stupid. Like the numbers are too stupid. Let's say $5 million.
I would not tell anyone in my family.
Some states you can't be anonymous. I don't know which ones are which. I don't know what South Carolina is. Yeah, I would definitely want to be anonymous, but if I couldn't, I would have to move. Sure. But I would throw some crumbs out. Okay, here's $1 million. Here's $1 million. There's $1 million. Okay, bye.
Yeah. I'd pay for the crazy Scotsman's barber.
Hey man,
I get him.
My barber does a damn good job.
I'd have to go to the barber and buy a Scotsman. I'd say make it so this shit'll grow long, and then I can take it off and then go to work, and then it instantly grows back like those Play-Doh things where you squish the head down, and like the putty stuff comes out, Play-Doh. So I could grow it fast.
You talk about the ultimate underground man bunker.
Shit, I'd call it a strip club. What are you talking about?
Did I stutter?
Implant a beard. I can't have a beard. Not till I retire. I don't even think I would have a beard even if I retired. Shit drives me freaking nuts.
I would definitely buy a lot of land and make a big playground. I'd have a racetrack on it, even if it was just go-karts. I'd have the shifter carts that want to do like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, you know. Like a road course, a high bank course. Plenty of land to hunt on, shooting range, all that shit.
When you got money like that, you can hunt at the zoo. You're like, what am I going to kill today?
Oh, could you imagine buying every zoo in California and turning it into a hunting preserve?
It'd be nice to buy California and start over.
It needs it.
It's only $5 or 10 million bucks though. I'd quit working. I'd put money away and pay everything off and be done with it. Be done. Just have fun.
Yep.
I wouldn't buy a bunch of shit though, because
I wouldn't want a huge ass mansion with 200 freaking bathrooms and crap. That'd just be stupid. It's like, we'll just get your money on fire and burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would build a USPSA match area, and because IDPA is fucking stupid. But yeah, I wouldn't go nuts with it either. There's no reason to.
No.
Yeah, it'd be cool. The problem if you win something like that, all your buddies are still going to be working. So you have to like grab a couple of your favorite buddies and tell them, hey, I'm going to pay you whatever you normally get, but your job now is just to fuck off with me.
Yeah.
Because you could have $1 zillion and at the end of the day, I can't, Rick. I got to work tomorrow. Oh, fuck that shit. You're done.
Yeah, I'll pay your house off, give you $75,000 a year to fuck off with me. You be my chauffeur.
That's right. You can be my YouTube camera guy. Just hang out, have fun with me.
You do need a camera guy.
I need more than a camera guy. Trust me. It's pretty sad when my buddy's already freaking passed me on subs and he only started a year ago. But he's smarter than I am, shoots better and has better equipment, so can't say much about it.
Well, if it's one I'm thinking of, it's content. It's not a content as far as how well the video is played. It's just eye candy for gun nuts.
I was gonna say he has cool shit. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, he's got the coolest shit ever.
Well, how about that hair? The hair is just perfect too.
You can't beat this shit.
It looks like it was beaten.
Hey, hold on, dude. You got like 10 Kozliks going on. Not just one, not two, but like 10.
See that?
Kozlik everywhere.
It's okay. I don't really care. I'm brains of the operation. Thanks, Billy. He's having a lot of fun. I tried talking him into it for a couple years. He finally said, let's give it a shot. And I said, man, your channel could do really well.
Oh, you're talking about X-Ring. I thought you was talking about Pops.
No, Pop's been on YouTube longer than I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going bald.
Might have had a good idea. Buy YouTube.
Oh, that would be awesome. And the only thing you could put on there, like instantly all the cat videos would go away and the puppy ones would go away. And it'd be nothing but
guns.
Shit that blows up. And you have to cuss in every video at least once. Or the Scotsman, he'll be in charge of like monitoring that shit. And he'll put the hammer down.
Oh, couldn't you imagine giving 10 of your friends the golden ticket, the golden YouTube ticket, where they could go in and troll or jump into anybody's chat and they could not kick you out? So you'd have to keep some liberals around so we could screw with them.
Oh yeah. Yep. The kittens are gone, gear. That'd be the first thing I'd evaporate from the freaking and evaporate from YouTube. Actually, anything that has over 100 million views, that's just stupid. Like instantly gone, wiped out. Actually, if you get to 100 million views, your video's gone. It's just gone.
No, they can be there. We'll just have to get the. Due to our policy, we'll have to demonetize this video for the content in it.
Yep, it's not harsh enough.
Yeah, due to the fact that you
offend anybody.
Didn't post a gun video, you no longer have the right to earn money.
Yeah,
that's right.
We can tell all our sponsors do not like pussies, so unless somebody that drives a Ford or Chevy truck or Dodge truck would watch this video, it doesn't. We can't monetize it.
That's right. We'll have SoCal. He'll be in charge of making some computer code to make sure that all the cat videos get checked.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, but the video made of you talking in your truck has to be demonetized because it didn't have a gun rack.
Exactly. Exactly. Talking about guns, look at this beauty. Done and done, WTF says. Man, I kind of hope I win now. Can you buy? You can't buy YouTube for $1.5 billion, can you?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what it is.
Can some smart person on the external find out what YouTube's worth? Oh, I guess you'd have to buy Google though, too, right?
I'm not sure. You don't have to, all you got to buy is 51%. Depending on 51%.
Yeah, I was gonna say 51%, and you should be golden, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. You only need to buy a little more than half.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then you can fire everyone else and take over.
Yep, I'm all sorry, Suits. You got too many subscribers. Let's see, Demolition Ranch. Yeah, you got a good channel. You got to go just so more people watch my shitty stuff. Bloop, gone.
If Gear's right, it's a you couldn't do it. Google paid $1.65 billion for YouTube. Wow.
How much?
1.65.
Oh, billion. Ooh, I'll be right there.
Well, if nobody wins, and we'll get it next week.
No, but again, you only need to buy 51%, so you're good, dude. You're golden.
Well, they might have only bought 51%. I don't know how much. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the next best thing we could buy?
Just
the next best thing we could buy.
Start our own YouTube type channel. I don't know. That's been tried. So never mind.
No, but see,
why don't we buy a gun company? You could buy a top-notch gun company for $1.5 billion. I'm pretty sure. Pretty damn sure you could pull off just about any top name gun company.
Like High Point.
Cal says you got to buy Google and it's $450 billion.
Hey, Scotty, we could buy out Glock. And make them make the perfect Glock.
Yeah, they'd be like, it'd actually be.
You mean they'd actually listen to the customer?
Yeah, if you just listen to the customer, you could double your sales in a matter of an hour. Wait a minute. Why are we buying anything? It sounds like we're working. We're trying to fucking work. We just made fucking $1.7 billion. The only thing you need to buy is a bar with it stocked and a bartender and some of them fancy little umbrella things that put in whatever. Even in a sweet tea, I'm talking umbrella.
No, see, we already have the bar and the bartender. Pops has the bar. It's already fully loaded. And there's plenty of people that go there to be the bartender. So we're all set. We just got to buy more guns and have fun.
We could put a small hotel at the farm and turn it into like a, like, oh, and a mini casino, because you got to have a casino so we can take Bald and Curious's money again.
That was a lot of fun.
You got to use your money right. Just start your own gun company. Throw up a steel building somewhere or buy a building. And then just play around building shit and declare a loss every year.
Yeah.
You got to play the tax system, man.
with a hidden strip club underneath.
Yeah. It's all about the depreciation.
You could even build some badass guns and then just sell them to your friends for like $50. So yeah, I had $3,000 invested in that, but we lost $2,999.
Okay, we could buy a bowling alley, and you got to throw one ball down the aisle first, and any pins that are left standing, you got to shoot them.
Yeah, and they'd have little smiley faces on them, so you could shoot them in the face.
Truth freeze, excuse me. Anyone hear of the 82 Airborne being deployed to the border? I haven't heard that one, but I have heard of National Guard being deployed or being called up already. And that was even mainstream media. So.
I'm going to have pleasant dreams tonight thinking of all the shit I'm going to buy with the money I'm not going to win. Why don't y'all take the money and arrest these damn politicians and start the revolution? Now, there's an idea.
Good idea.
Put them on the same bus back to Mexico with all the illegals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could buy Dylan for sure. That would be actually a good idea, is buy a bullet company, because then we wouldn't have to fucking sit here and load bullets all the time. We'd have more time to shoot. Yeah. You tell them exactly how you want it. I want 3.2 grains of tight group with a CCI primer, and I want this projectile, and boom, I'll take 3,000 of them.
Yeah, pay someone else to do it for you.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Just so you guys know, SoCal just sent me this, and it says, look at his eyes real quick. He says, he may not have your 6, but he's got your 3 and your 9. Which way did he go, George? All right, I probably wasn't supposed to show that because it probably offended somebody, so I'm glad I did my job today.
I've seen it all over Facebook, so it's
oh, you have? Yeah. See how much I watch Facebook?
Offend away, man. Offend away. No one cares.
Well, I can tell you,
Snowflake and shouldn't be on this chat anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, I can tell you all honestly, the numbers are out, and I won. I still have my money in my pocket.
Oh, you didn't buy a ticket?
No.
Sucker.
Oh, there you go.
Remember about a year ago, TR, I said my buddy just won the lotto. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you was telling me about that.
So then he pretended that nothing, that he was just kidding and all this stuff and blah blah blah. And this is a picture with the guy, or with the owner and the big sign and all that shit. And then he said it was all just fake and he was screwing around or whatever. But what's weird is every time I see him on Facebook or something, he's somewhere fucking off all day long. Like, so I'm like, did he win or did he not win? Like, I don't care either way, but like, it's tough to tell. So I'm like,
when you say you're fucking off, is it like in the Bahamas, Tahiti?
Yeah. And he's always fucking up. So I gotta say he won, but I don't know if he really did or not.
He posted that and was like, "Oops, wait a minute, maybe let me think."
Well, and that's kind of what he did.
I was just kidding. Photoshop.
So is it the other guy that you guys used to hang out with is personal driver now?
No. I wish I was. No, I wouldn't want to be a driver. I'd rather be an airborne ranger.
Southern Style still had a good idea out there. He said, "Topless chicks reloading ammo to sell at the range." So you can just start some really kick-ass businesses.
Yeah. I'll take another 100 rounds, please.
I'm
So
sorry, I didn't order enough. Can you give me some more? Just take your time too, please. One round at a time.
Yeah. This would not be on a progressive machine, of course.
And it's not an outdoor range in Maine in the middle of winter either. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I don't know, Armament and Axes. If I had that much money, I would just have more fun emptying brass, making brass. Fact is, I would shoot it so that it would fall into the pond, and then that pond I would have jet skis of half naked girls going like this, washing the brass, and we would just pour Dawn soap and Lemmy Shine in it, and let the jet skis just keep going around and around, and I would just, and all the empty brass would just keep falling into the pond. That's how my new way of washing brass would be.
May not work, but in theory, it's awesome.
Well, we're not gonna get the brass. It's just gonna...
At that point, why would you even care?
That would just be what we tell them.
Yeah. See, all this money just makes you evil. It just makes you want to be masculine, sexist, and all this stuff, and bring out the total derogatory caveman. I'd want to so be a caveman.
Yeah, pretty much. Fly on the wall style. Might as well be. I don't know. That was a good topic, though. I gotta say, we gotta move on though, because I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna actually tell my wife I won, because I've thought I've won so much in the last hour that I might slip and say I did actually win.
Well, I don't know what else is going on to talk about. Well, you got your shoot coming up. I'm gonna shoot with you Thursday.
So you're gonna use that Glock he gave you, right?
Yeah, just for the hell of it. I'm gonna practice with it a little bit tomorrow.
Remind me, I'll bring some mags that'll fit in it and drop out of it easier.
No, he's work. I just got to make sure and hit it with the heel of my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say I like it.
That one I ground off the finger grooves on it.
Oh, it had finger grooves with Gen 3, I guess.
Yeah. No, it might have been a 4, but it's still got finger grooves.
Okay. It works.
Daniel, you got it all set up?
What's that?
Your headset?
It kept falling out of my ear. Ow, thank you very much.
I was just making sure you had it in there right.
I mean, you know what? I've worked in here in this gun shop 2.5 months now, and I still haven't sold a single Glock. What is up with that?
That's because you don't push them like a lot of people.
No, that's for a good reason, because CZ is better.
I mean, I got them all crowded around the CZ counter. I mean, just drooling over the shadow.
You probably have all the Glocks underneath some shitty ass something or others.
I'll have to. I mean, no. Scotsman's been in there before. You should see how many guns are in this place. It is insane.
I bet.
Like you say, we got about 20 counters. All of them have 4 levels and are all packed solid full of every pistol you can imagine.
These ones?
The rack on the wall.
Is there any of these?
Is that the Infinity and Beyond?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got some custom guns in there, but
Do you have like the TSOs, CZ TSOs and stuff?
we had 5 TSOs in there Saturday morning when we opened at 9, and 11:30, all of them were gone.
No way.
Yes.
Holy shit.
CZ laugh, baby. CZ laugh.
Hey, did you have a blue gripped one?
We not only have blue grip ones, we got black grip ones, and we got the urban camo and all those shadows.
Sounds like
But-
you're in a good gun store.
But do you think we could have more PO1s and stuff like that? No, those are all sold out and just gone. But I mean, this place gets a ton of CZs every year.
How about the P10Cs?
2 or 3 a day sell them.
Nice.
I sold
Hey, can you
2.
guys send me a couple real mags? I need to order some mags. Let's see.
What, to replace those crappy 18-round mags?
No, I got those gay California compliant 10-round ones.
Oh.
I had to drill them out so they would hold 15.
I tell you, I had one of those those SPO1 mags blow apart right in front of a customer, and the manager standing there too.
You did tell me that. That video
I didn't
I
even
put
hit
out,
it hard.
I still got people commenting on that. My mag just did that. Yep, it's gonna happen.
I mean, I just closed it like this, and it just
Boom.
it just went everywhere.
Yep. Hey, Greg Campbell's out there. Well, I made some more bullets today.
Yeah, we seen that. It was 20 minutes of your crotch, dude. What was up with that?
There was no crotch. It was all wood.
Oh, really? It was
Hey, just because you want to look at my crotch, I mean, geez. The best part is you can go back and watch
I'll tell
this.
you though, Daniel, if you knew how tall Rick is, that camera was pretty fucking low. Just saying.
See? What's that? All you saw was my sweater. I got my, used to be called my Huxtable sweater, but now since he's in jail, I have to call it something else. Who'd have known?
All right. Well, shit. What else? I don't know. I run out.
Scotty could talk about his beard wax that he uses and his oils and stuff.
Rick, when are you going to make some more Captain Condom videos? Those were funny.
You guys got to get over and see. I'm telling you. When is the competition, TR? The swim competition. Did you guys pick a date yet? You and Phelps?
Oh, no. I didn't pick that up. No.
Yeah. I don't know. You might want to watch my video on breaking news. Could be pretty good.
It ain't going to happen no time soon unless it was a heated pool.
Yeah. Be more likely to be ice skating around here pretty soon. Call. Ugh. Sweater. Yeah. How do you like those Rammies? I haven't shot a Rammy yet. I know Robin Jones has one.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. My wife likes hers though.
It's not bad.
What is it? Just a short SPO1, basically?
No, it's a CZ all of its own.
Yeah, it's completely different. It's real small, but it doesn't shoot too bad.
So it's like the size of what, a Glock 19 or 43, or how small is it?
It's more like a 26.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, like an ultra compact CZ75. It may not be like a CZ75, but from what this videos I've seen, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, the trigger is different on that one for sure.
Is it a nasty long pull or what?
I'll let Daniel talk about that.
I just wondering why you're throwing all these innuendos out there, Rick.
You guys are just in a bad place right now.
I'm just sitting here looking at the date, and I got 2 more weeks before I can get my new CZ out of CZ jail.
I need to get a CZ started. I need to get some suppressors put in jail so I can get them the hell out of jail if I get my ass going and start them. I want to at least get a couple 22s. I want the perfect little rodent killing machine for around the house.
It's called a cat.
I don't do cats.
There he goes again. Innuendos.
I told my kid it took him 10 or 11 months to finally get his after he paid for it. I think he paid for it up front. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a, what is it, the Sparrow? I was looking at the Sparrow. I think it's the Sparrow. But there's actually one now that's even a little bit quieter than that. And I don't know the name. Talking to X-Ring, he said it just came out this year. It's supposed to be pretty nice. I'll race you. I bet I get mine before you do. Yeah, WTF SoCal. He's on a mission to try to move out here. So it would be a fun race. 1022 with Winchester 42 grain subsonics do a pretty nice job. They stay under the sound barrier at least. Yeah, I want Ninja quiet.
Well, I'm telling you, if you get a good silencer, suppressor, I mean, it don't have to be. I've chronoed just standard velocity 22s. They're subsonic. Because I've heard some people, if you buy like actual subsonic, now I ain't saying all of them, but if you buy actually subsonic, they don't always work the action on like a 1022. But if you get like a black box CCI standard velocity, they're only, even out of the rifle, they're only right at 1,000 feet per second. So they're subsonic. And you can tell a difference even shooting them without a suppressor. They're way quieter, even without without a suppressor on it. So
yeah, I got some of those Aguilas. They're basically just a cap, the no powder basically in them. But man, you can watch the bullets fall.
mm-hmm.
You're like, those are too quiet. I've tried shorts. I've tried, pretty much anything and everything when it comes to 22. But it would be cool to have just one little badass, I'll call it my night ninja gun.
The other night, that would be a nice one to have one on.
Yeah, I have one. I want a suppressor for that, and then the Ruger Mark IV. I have the light that's already threaded. That'd be a fun little unit. Hey, Daniel, I said unit.
No,
goes without saying.
that fun little unit.
Whatever you want to call it, I don't care as long as it works.
Now, like Jay Greg, you want to talk about Jay Greg's got the right idea because the Total Ninja Quiet, yes, it's the knife.
Where's Billy? Bad Billy's got one of these. So here you go, Bad Billy. This is what I want to put the suppressor on. This is a 1022, basically.
Oh, hey, we got a gun we'll sell you there. That's the Total Ninja gun, and it's got a suppressor, and you don't have to wait 10 months to get it.
Which one?
It's
is it black powder?
It's it's a muzzle loader with a
Fuck
suppressor
that.
on it.
That's just going backwards. And that thing's still going to be loud as shit.
No, it's not going to be loud, and it'll be totally ninja quiet.
Here's all I want to hear.
Smoke screen.
That's all I want to hear.
Oh, you ain't going to hear that. You're just going to see. You're just going to have ninja quiet and a cloud you disappear in.
In the middle of the dark, all you hear is this. You strobing out. Daniel's Disco Hall. Dun, 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 dun.
The reflection on that just even hurts my eyes.
Quit trying to burn your eyes out.
I know.
Daniel, you're just trying to get the day off from work. It's not going to work.
That's one thing about the technology with the flashlights. I know that one I use, if I got it on the brightest setting, a lot of the panels, when I've opened up the electrical panels at work, and I throw the light in there to look at something, it hits that white panel and bounces back, and it blinds my ass. It's like, wait a minute, where's the lower setting at? Where's medium?
Is this the light on your gun?
No, it's one I carry.
I was about to say, so your coworkers say TR's really mad at that circuit breaker. He's about to shoot it.
I've run into that where I wanted to.
Who's calling me from Denver?
Yeah, I had to catch myself there, Greg. I was saying silencer. It's a suppressor. Suppresses it. I heard something that was pretty fucking quiet, though.
It's got to be one of you knuckleheads out there.
All right. I think we've run out of subject to talk about. Well, we'll just go ahead and wrap this up. I don't want to bore everybody too long. All right. What do y'all think? Got anything else? Evidently.
Lots of stuff. Check your smoke detectors. CO2 detectors.
Yeah, now it's wintertime. A lot of people use a fireplace.
That's right.
My fireplace or wood heaters running right now.
Yep, pay your bills. Make sure your heat's running.
Make America great again. Buy a CZ.
That doesn't make America great again.
No, but it makes you great for having one.
And it makes you good at it.
It makes you good at it too. Yeah, you know. I wish TR great success on Thursday. He's gonna place in the top whatever. He's gonna have a good time. He's gonna have fun. He's gonna be safe. And at the end of the night, whether he comes in first place or 20th place, he's gonna have a damn good time. And he's gonna have a damn good time at it.
I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be in the top 5, and because they're all gonna be scared because when he walks in, he's got the mohawk. They're always gonna freak out.
Yeah, I have to make sure and get me a fresh haircut and get them girls to spike that shit up for
Yeah,
me.
spike that shit up, man. Get it nice and high and tall, and when you walk in, man, they're all gonna freak out, and you'll finish in top 5.
I just want to see video of TR at that shoot, fresh mohawk, wearing Wranglers, not Levi's, cowboy boots, a 6-gun on each hip, and just go in there and have.
And cross drawing that bad boy. Cross drawing that bad boy too. None of this from the right here. Cross draw.
And before you draw, you gotta say, "Listen here, partner." That's all I got, buddy. Go subscribe to this Crazy Scotsman, and Daniel God is my judge.
No, I just hit 1,000. I gotta do something about that.
All right. The only thing I got, if you guys have not already bought a shirt for Ed USAF to help his family out, please jump over to Frag Out Apparel and go buy a shirt. Help Ed out. You guys know he passed this past week, and we got to help Jules, his wife, and his family out with bills. So if you guys can buy a shirt, please do so. Frag Out was nice enough to jump in and help us out. So go over, buy one. It's a limited run. November 4th is the end date. So if you haven't bought it by then, you'll miss out.
What's the last day? Let's do it twice because most of us weren't paying attention.
November 4th is the last day to buy a shirt.
All right. And for some of us slower folks like myself, November 4th is the last day.
Yes, I talk fast.
What's the possibilities of putting the link in there?
None for me because I'm not a moderator.
Put it in the internal.
Hang tight. Hang on. Give me 30 seconds.
It's official. I won. Nothing. Damn it. I was hoping SoCal would win because then he could move out here.
Yeah.
And then I could be as like, he could just pay me so I don't have to fly back and forth to work.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll cut his grass for $75,000 a year. I mean, shit.
There you go. Shit, I can wash windows once a year. It's all done. Boom. I'm good. He didn't win though, so we're screwed.
All right, there you go, TR.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. That way. I forgot.
Shirts are $21, right?
$23.99.
$23.99.
And basically, the print cost is what he keeps. Everything else goes to Ed's family. So it's like $16 goes to Ed family from every shirt.
That's awesome.
And it's free shipping.
That's even better. So there you go, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The link is down below.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good cause.
For sure. It's unfortunate we got quite a few people that are fighting this damn cancer, shoot cancer in the face.
And if you guys didn't hear, C-Max went in for surgery again. So please keep him in your prayers. Keep him in your thoughts. Keep his wife in your thoughts and prayers. And, you know, if you can, jump over to his GoFundMe and send some cash to help him out.
All right with it. Yeah, good causes. Cancer's affected. I doubt anybody can know anybody that hadn't had cancer affect them. So, including myself. So, anyway, with that, on a lighter note, we'll see if you can check out Scotsman's chat on Sunday night. Rich 49 19 11 223 69 something another. I don't know what number he's on this week. His chat on Saturday night. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Later, everybody.
Night, everybody.